So it is a common household debate, sometimes nightly. What do you want for dinner?
I don't know. What do you want for dinner?
Well, there is a Grosse Pointe Park restaurant that may satisfy everybody's tastes. It's called Alma, and their menu pulls inspiration from all over the globe.
That's right. Michelle Oliver takes us there to dine in the D.
Whether you're craving something from across the globe or something a bit closer to home, Alma in Grosse Pointe Park is dishing up flavors both foreign and familiar.
I always say it's kind of representative of Metro Detroit. Its inspiration came from a lot of different places. There's a lot of different ethnic backgrounds.
And one of the major influences for executive chef and co-owner Gary Moy is his father.
I'm first generation Chinese American. My dad was a Chinese cook in Ferndale, and so I kind of cut my teeth that way. But my parents always wanted Chinese food. Any kind of special occasion, we always had to have Chinese food. And after a while, we got the teenage years, we started getting kind of sick of some Chinese food every time we had a special occasion. And the same with my partner. She has, after church, her husband always wanted to go get tacos. And so we wanted to come up with a concept where you can get traditional type foods with a little twist on it, but also find something that you're familiar with also.
The restaurant is open and modern, with artwork hinting at the blend of flavors.
Fell in love with the architecture of the building. There's a lot of old tile from the original ceiling tiles were here, and the way that some of the bricks are exposed, and so it's kind of like the new meets the old, so I thought it was a perfect fit for us.
The name Alma also has a special meaning.
Alma means soul in Spanish, and it's something that we felt our cooking comes from, is from the soul, and it's something that is near and dear to us.
Well, this spread looks amazing, so let's get into the menu, and we're going to start off with one of their appetizers. These are their fried baby back ribs, so they're deep fried, giving them a nice crispy texture. Then they're tossed in this honey tamarind sauce. The tamarind gives it a little bit of a tang. Now, they have great brunch options here, and one of them that you can only get earlier in the day is their apple pie French toast. So you have French toast slices covered with Granny Smith apples, giving a little bit of sourness to them. You also have a homemade brown sugar walnut crumble, and it's all drizzled with caramel sauce. They also have a brunch menu that lasts all day, and on that menu is their shrimp and grits. So this has andouille sausage, really classic to New Orleans style cooking. You have roasted tomatoes in there, of course the shrimp, and creamy grits. Another item on their all-day brunch menu is their Chiliquiles. Now these are tortilla chips that are simmered in a guajillo pepper and tomato sauce. You also have some chicken in there, and it's finished with melted Chihuahua cheese, as well as a side of refried beans. Now moving on to more of the entrees, this is their Michigan cherry pulled pork sandwich. Now they roast the pulled pork for a long time, making it nice and tender. It's in their Michigan cherry barbecue sauce, which does have a little bit of a kick to it. It's then cooled off with their apple slaw, all in a brioche bun. And finally, we have a dish that really highlights their fusion of flavors here. This is their pepper beef Lomo Saltado. So this is actually a dish that originates in Peru, but it all in itself is kind of a fusion of Latin American and Asian flavors. So you have beef tenderloin that's stir-fried with peppers, onions, mushrooms, French fries, all in a black pepper sauce, and it comes with a side of lemongrass jasmine rice. You probably can.
What did you bring in for us today, by the way?
All right, so we have some new dishes here. You have the wild mushroom mac and cheese. This has portobello, shiitake, oyster mushrooms in there, a 5-cheese blend, lots of garlic. You got the nice breadcrumbs on top for some crunch.
I wish. I know.
And then Tati has the chicken lollipops. Now, these are kind of in that same honey tamarind sauce that the ribs were in. These are gluten-free, though.
Thank you.
The fried bit is actually cornstarch.
Lovely.
Kind of gives you a similar texture.
Lovely.
And then this is one of my favorite things they brought. Afterwards, he was like, you have to try this apple pie that I make because it's out of this world. And he made it for me. It is out of this world. It's very good. It's an upside down apple pie. And
girl, that looks good. You can't, I mean.
It has the right crumb on top and everything.
Looking at the shot of it, it says it all. How's that going
Very
for
buttery.
you?
The crust is very buttery.
How's the pasta?
Fantastic. I'm not going to double dip. I'm grabbing a second fork.
Okay.
There we go. I like the concern.
So now, what is it about this giant mural that they have on the outside of their
of the building.
Location, yeah.
So their whole thing is all about unity between everything. This is done by a local artist. It's on the outside wall of their building, and it's quite big. The artist we actually had on our show before, Michelle Bogus, and she has the world's record for the largest hand-drawn maze.
Oh, I remember her.
So yeah, so this is a maze that she drew. It is solvable, and it kind of you see Alma's kitchen, you see the Rensen, GM Rensen, and it's all these different languages and stuff, just kind of showing the unity of everything, which I thought was like very cool to the whole meaning of the place and the story behind it.
Where are they located?
So they're located, Alma Kitchen is located at 15402 on Mack Avenue between Alter and Outer Drive in Grosse Pointe Park. And if you're familiar with the area, they took over the spot that used to be Tom's Oyster Bar and a couple of the others nearby.
They're just like a block or two down from Marge's bar, right?
They are. I passed by Marge's on the way there.
Oh, there you go.
All right, well, Michelle, thank you. That's really good.
I'm glad you like it.
It was really yummy.
If you love things foodie related in Metro Detroit and you want restaurant recommendations and behind the scenes chats with fellow foodies, sign up for the Dine and the D newsletter.
That's right. It's sent straight to your inbox every other Thursday. To sign up, look for the newsletter tab at the top of clickondetroit.com.
You can also follow Michelle Oliver individually on social media at
Michelle Oliver Live in the D. Kept it very simple.